Hey, good morning folks. In this video we're going to be installing a Sony laser projector in my second client that I've ever had, which just happens to be my sister and brother-in-law's church. So let's go. Alright, hey folks, AJ the CEO here. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for stopping by. And on this channel we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So like I said, I am excited because we're going to be installing a Sony laser projector, and we're going to be replacing this Panasonic one. Now again, I have not been up there. I know this is not a good decision, but I'm assuming that everything we have up there will be able to connect to this. The cabling is fine. It's more about the mounting. If not, I might have to go to Lowe's and get some different screws for the mounting on here. But let's go ahead and go through this first. This is the Sony Laser VPL-PHZ10, and this projector is a 1080p laser projector rated to last for about 20,000 hours. Now I cheated a little bit because I had already opened this up. So we just got our power cable. This does not come with it. We'll talk about that later. Remote, manual, and a CD here. And then we have just the projector. And like I said, I already had opened this up because we were testing this out yesterday. Alright, so what we're going to do is I actually set up the video system here with the cameras and stuff. So they're using the ATEM Television Studio, the original one that goes to 1080i. So thankfully we don't have to really change anything with the projector. We already tested this. So we have a 100-foot SDI cable that is connected to the SDI out in the ATEM Television Studio. We're going to go in the rafters and pull the cable here, and then this goes into the adapter that I had, because SDI can run 300 feet before you need to boost the signal, but there is no SDI on input on the back of here. So we're going to do SDI to HDMI, and then the HDMI is going to connect into one of the jacks here. I'm also going to pull Ethernet and connect it because it is networkable to the projector. So let me help Mr. Kyle here get the scaffolding up, and we're going to be up there, and then I'll go over some more details in the projector. Alright, so what we're going to do, and I forgot to bring the security cable for this, we have USB. This is what I'm going to use, and this was already tested to hook up the SDI to HDMI converter. We're not using the other USB. Audio out we're not using. RCA video in we're not using. We are going to connect the original VGA that's up there because we're using this as a redundant connection. That's audio in. We're not using 2 HDMI ins. We're only using 1. This does do HDBaseT, but we're using this as network, but it could always run it at the same time. No, you're fine. Alright, so that's pretty straightforward. And like I said, we already tested this out, so now all we're going to do is set up the scaffolding, get up here, pull that one down, and then make sure everything lines up, mount this, then pull cable, and we should be good to go. What we're going to do is I went and got some Velcro here, and what we're going to do is Velcro this adapter to this. Since the projector is going to be upside down, it's not going to move anywhere. This is not heavy. This will keep it in place, and since it's Velcro, they can always pull it if somebody gets up here. But the fact that it's going to be laying on top of here and it's going to be Velcro down, don't have to really worry about it going anywhere. Alright, real simple. This was the shortest HDMI cable I had access to, but again, there are no anchor points here for the connection to the pole that's going to be hanging over here. So I'm fine to actually put it like over here somewhere like that. I don't want to block any type of any labeling or anything like that, but I think we're good, and I'll probably rewrap that cable so it's up and out of the way, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that in place. Here is the original Panasonic projector that was up there. It's been up there for quite a while. Alright, so this is still going to be used down here and maybe in the fellowship hall. But one of the issues we ran into is the thread of the bolts that were originally there does not fit. So we're gonna have to go down to the hardware store, get these bolts sized so that we can put this in place, and then we can go up and hang this back up. All right, so the SDI cable has been ran as well as the Ethernet. All right, so what I need to do now is find the placement for these, which honestly this mount will work. I just need to change these arms so that they fit in place, and then we got to get screws and washers for this. The washers actually I think we can still use, just need to get the bolts that will fit for this. All right, so we have finished. Everybody was impressed with how everything is looking in comparison to the TV here in the back. Had a little snafu with the bolts, but nothing a trip to the Lowe's could not solve, but I think they're gonna be really happy with how this is in comparison to how it originally was. So Kyle, what do you think about this?
Oh, this is light years better, literally. The laser projector is actually in strong competition with the TV. You know, most times the rule of thumb is that the TV's always going to win, but when we went through a few of the slides and some of the graphics, we saw just noticeable difference. Definitely a major upgrade. And a necessary upgrade for where we're going with ministry. So kudos to AJ.
All right, guys. Well, thank y'all for watching. So if you like this type of content, I appreciate a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. This is AJ. We will see you on the next video later.